Well, hey everybody, 650 Eve here. Welcome home to the channel. This is a very special and epic day for me because I'm about to take delivery of a motorcycle that I have been dreaming about since 2020. So guys, you really don't know how special this bike is to me. Like I said, I've been eyeballing it since 2020, that's 5 years ago. It could be anything under here. It could be an RS 457, RS660. I mean, it could probably be a Torno. But I'm going to take you out of your suspense. I'm going to take the wraps off. We're going to use this bike for the first ever Aprilia Creator Grand Prix. And that is me, ChaseOnTwoWheels, and Spite's Corner. We're all going to race each other on the track. But you guys can join in and participate too because you can race with us online. We've made it super easy for you to engage and interact with us and possibly win some amazing prizes from some of our outstanding sponsors of the first ever Aprilia Creator Grand Prix. Those sponsors include, of course, Aprilia, Alpinestars, Cardo Systems, DJI, our good friends at Quadlock, MOTO America, Break Free, my longtime channel sponsor, Miami Manny at Moto Million, and our good friends at Motivation USA. All you've got to do to possibly win some of these prizes is browse over to creatorgp.com, input your email address, create a password for yourself, and then you'll be greeted with pictures of me, Spite's Corner, and ChaseOnTwoWheels. Then you can use the codes that you've seen embedded in our videos, put them into the website to score points and move up the leaderboard. It doesn't get any simpler than that, guys. We want to help you win some prizes. We want you to engage with us, and I want to actually win the first ever Creators Grand Prix. So when you input my codes, that actually helps me. And trust me, guys, I need all the help I can get because I've seen ChaseOnTwoWheels on the track, and he's a savage. Probably the only way I can defeat him is with your help moving up the leaderboard and you guys using the codes you've seen embedded in my videos. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop looking at the big brother of the new bike I just purchased and head back to the dealership. All right, I'm trying not to break something on this beautiful bike and take this gorgeous cover off. Special thanks to Aprilia for supplying us with this beautiful cover and making it available for us to take possession of this gorgeous machine. And you can see right now, it is a brand new 2025 Aprilia RS660. Guys, I know you think that I'm a giant guy. This is a small bike. It's really not that small. It's a beautiful bike. I rode this bike many times on the track at some of Aprilia's racer days, and I rode it back to back with the RS V4 Factory. I prefer this bike over the RS V4 Factory for my skill set. It's the perfect balanced motorcycle with great power, flickability, and believe it or not, look at this, guys, comfort. I am comfortable on this bike. You guys know I'm a huge fan of beautiful gauges, and this bike has the current generation of beautiful full color TFT gauges. It's awesome. I love the mirrors on this bike, although the mirrors might get removed. We have some amazing plans for this bike, guys. We've partnered with some great people and companies to get this bike modified to make it really special on the track. So keep watching these videos, keep a lookout for the embedded codes, and let's rise up the ranks in the Creator Grand Prix. It's closing time. The dealership is locked up. Everybody's gone. Off camera, I've done some things to this bike to make it acceptable for me to do a first ride on. Number one, I removed some of the annoying stickers that were placed throughout the motorcycle. There was one on the tank. There was another one up there. Made a little boo-boo when I was trying to remove that sticker, but that's okay. I will get that fixed, not a problem. But the bike looks amazing, and of course I put my Moto Million key tag on the key in preparation for my amazing first ride. Oh yeah, love that screen, look at that. That's the sign of a quality motorcycle when you got a nice screen like that. I'm going to start out riding in individual mode. I've turned Aprilia traction control down to 1. Wheelie control is off. You can navigate through the modes with this button on the very bottom right hand side. We have dynamic, commute, and individual. I'll talk more about that as we ride this bike a little more. But again, I'm going to start out today in individual mode. This motorcycle does have 2 of my favorite features: quick shift and auto blip. So I'm going to find out if they're silky smooth or rubbish in just a second. Oh, there's that beautiful parallel twin. Pretty much 1/2 of the outstanding motor found in the RS V4 1100 factory. Yeah. Nice power indeed. Yeah, you know me, guys. The first thing I got to do is give it some nice revs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's not lacking power. No way. And this is stock. You know, usually I don't like riding stock bikes, but this is nice. And man, this seat is so comfortable, guys. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm comparing it to the bike that I had recently rode, my Ducati Panigale V4 Tricolore Italia, which has cardboard basically as a seat. But this one's super nice and plush. I like it. Hey there, fellow biker. Yeah, the brakes, full Brembo, nice. It'll do a wheelie. It'll do a power wheelie off the gas. Oh yeah. Especially when you have wheelie control turned off. I like it. What a frisky machine. Oh, look at those gauges, man. Super nice and bright. White on black, that's awesome. So there's probably not a day or night mode because you don't need it when you have a black background. Wow. I know a lot of bikes are doing that these days. And that's cool. I like how the tachometer has a orange section. I guess that's letting you know that you're in the nice power band region. Oh yeah, and that quick shift and that auto blip is nice and smooth. Oh yeah! What a nice bike! What a pleasant surprise! Got a little bit of sun glare in my eyeballs, but what a nice bike! I was not expecting such a fun machine, and I haven't even ridden it very much. That darn sun out of my eyeballs, I'd be just fine. Woo! Wow! Man, this bike's nice, and the stock Pirelli Rosso 4 tires feel great too. Special thanks to my good buddy Lou, who did the camera work in the intro of this video. He's the general manager of the dealership, and surprisingly enough, he sold me my Yamaha R1M back in 2015. So thank you again, Lou, for your help today. And thank the good folks at Aprilia for producing a really nice machine. Can't go too fast with the sun in my eyeballs, but it's nice. It is so nice. There's another biker. Hi, biker. Man, pleasantly surprised and pleased with this machine. And this is the exact weapon that I need to face ChaseOnTwoWheels and spikes going like a man on the track for the first annual Aprilia Creator Grand Prix. That's going to happen New Jersey Motorsports Park in September this year. But before we do that, we're going to be at COTA, Circuit of the Americas. for their round of Moto America in August. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be an amazing party that I'm going to be at Motivation USA headquarters, and hopefully I love to see all of you guys there. You can score points by coming to the party, coming to the Moto America rounds. Yeah, man, and you can rise up that awesome leaderboard so that you can perhaps win some of these awesome giveaways from our sponsors, guys. You now have the ability to take advantage of our collective sponsorships, mine, ChaseOnTwoWheels, and Spite's Corners. We're giving back to you, and it's never been easier for you to rise up the ranks and get some of these amazing giveaways from our sponsors. Yeah, man, as I mentioned in the intro, lots and lots of sponsors have chipped in. Over $50,000 of products will be given away. So look for those embedded codes. Here's one right here. I'm a cheater. Yeah. And go over to CreatorGP.com and put that code. Rise up the ranks. And you guys are going to get some amazing products. I've already gotten some cool sponsorship stuff. That's why I'm so excited about it, because I know what's in store for you, and I want you guys to get some of these amazing products too. I also want you to experience riding this bike, because you'll be as giddy and crazy acting as I am right now if you rode this bike. I don't always ride and act like this. You guys know this. I'm not usually super animated, but this bike, so much fun. And you're looking at me, you're saying, but you own the top tier 1000cc bikes, the world's most powerful, artist fast, smacking Ninja H2. But yes, that's correct. But this bike, trust me, you're going to think that I'm engaging in the act of somnambulism, which is sleepwalking. You're going to think that I'm doing that right now when I tell you this bike is more fun to ride than my Kawasaki Ninja H2. I'm not lying. And I'm going to put that to the test. I'm going to let your good buddy Jixer brother ride this bike. We know he loves riding H2s and doing wheelies, having fun. But I bet you if Jixer brother were to ride this bike, he'd love it too. So now we're going to do some highway cruising to see how this bike is if you wanted to use it to commute back and forth to and from work, school, what have yous. Let's test it out. Well, it's got great power, and you see that on an on-ramp where there was a semi, I was able to get past it with the power. So you guys thinking that, you know, these middleweight bikes, the 660s and stuff, don't have ample power to get out of their own way? That's not true. So yeah, I'm in 5th gear now. It seems to be totally happy with being in 5th gear. At this point, I don't need to switch into 6th, which is probably like an overdrive gear. Look at that shift light. So nice. That's nice. This thing has the original Aprilia RS V4 progressive shift light. I just noticed that. That's nice. That's a nice touch. I wish they put that back on the RS V4. Well, for all I know, it could be on the new 2026 RS V4 because it does have an updated gauge cluster. That's a nice touch, having that progressive shift light back. So when I get a second, maybe not in this video, but very soon, I'm going to set up my Cardo Packtalk Pro and my Samsung Galaxy S21, or I'm sorry, 23 Ultra to this bike, because it does have that capability, and that's going to, you know, allow me to see my music, see my caller ID and all that when I'm getting phone calls. That's going to be very nice. Love that most modern bikes, most modern, nice, premium bikes have that feature. That's really cool. And this bike, no exception, because it is a middleweight premium bike. I mean, look at everything you get from this gorgeous RS660. A full lean suspension, beautiful, huge TFT gauges, quick shift, and auto blip. That's right. Some of these middleweight bikes don't come with auto blip. Yeah. And not only does this bike have that, but they're silky smooth. Very nice, and they never fail so far. And one of the things we're going to do when we start installing parts on this bike, by the way, ChaseOnTwoWheels and Spite's Corner, they both opted to receive Tuono 660s for their bikes that they're going to use in the first ever Aprilia Creator Grand Prix. So I have somewhat of an advantage on the track with this beautiful RS660 versus their Tuonos, but again, their skill level is a little bit higher than mine. However, I've got some secret weapons that I intend to utilize, maybe even access to tracks and access to amazing track riders for some coaching. That's going to be awesome. But another one of the benefits I'm going to try to use is you. I want you guys to look for the embedded codes in these videos. Go over to creatorgp.com, sign up, and put the codes in that you see in these videos. Rise up the ranks, guys. And not only will you be able to get some amazing stuff for yourself, amazing products from some of the sponsors of this series, but it'll also help me out, help me move up the ranks. Well, that'll help me try to slay ChaseOnTwoWheels and Spite's Corner on the track. And if I'm unable to do that with your help, with the points that I would have accumulated through you, then maybe I can still win this Grand Prix. I think I might have just found my favorite feature on this beautiful bike, and that is illuminated switches. Look at this. That's the first time I've seen that on a super sport machine. What a premium touch. Illuminated switches. Wow. Let's just let that sink in for a second. $13,999 machine. 600cc bike, middleweight bike with illuminated switches. Wow. And the bike also has cruise control. Unreal. Unreal the value that you're getting for the price. Oh man, look at those lights. Look at the beautiful LED lights. They throw a nice amount, a great amount of light onto the roadway. Also a nice feature. Look at that, guys. Woo! Now that's nice too. Let's see if there's a window nearby, we could see a reflection. There we go. Look at that. That's a very sinister looking. Oh yeah, and the high beam activates the center LED light. So every single light on this bike is light emitting diode. That's nice. I like that. I'm using the flash to pass button here on the left. Tail lights are nice too. Kind of look like the Batman boomerang, if you see that right there. And I betcha, I haven't tested this yet, guys, but I betcha there is a separate light for the brake. And we will see right now by putting the brake on. Yep, on the bottom. Separate light. Very premium. Very nice. And as I told you earlier, the turn signals, they're all LED. Beautiful and bright. Yeah, this is a nice bike. Yeah. Look at it. So we're back on the road. And you can see just how bright those beautiful LED lights are. Super bright. They're almost as bright as my future here with the Aprilia Creator Grand Prix against Spite Corner and ChaseOnTwoWheels, because I know you guys are going to support me by logging on to creatorgp.com, creating an account with your email and a password, and then embedding all of these codes you've seen throughout this video onto the Creator Grand Prix website and earning a lot of points. Moving yourself up the ranks and also helping your good buddy 650 Ebe out too when it comes time for me to face Chase on Two Wheels in Spike's Corner on the track at New Jersey Motorsports Park for after a round I should say, of Moto America in September. That's going to be nice. So let's go, guys. Let's do it. Thanks so much for your support. I love it. I love this bike too. If you have an opportunity to test ride the RS660 factory or purchase one, highly recommend it. It's top of my list for middleweight bikes right now. All right, guys. Thanks for viewing. Don't forget to click that first link in the description of this video. Join the Creator Grand Prix. And good luck to everybody, man. This is going to be an awesome event. Thanks for viewing, guys. We'll catch you next time on the 650 Ebe YouTube channel. Yeah.